from the King County Academy to provide a 10-minute overview of their school.
Hi, I am Shani Butler. I'm a board member of King County Academy. Our founder, Anab Abdi, is currently giving birth, so she couldn't be here to give this section of the speech, so I decided to step in and do this part for her. So she's giving birth to her second son. She called me and she had to hang up because she was having a contraction. So we're hoping the baby stay in until tonight. And he decided to come today, so good luck to her and her husband. I'm going to start off. I would like to thank the commission for this opportunity to present this important educational initiative to help educate underserved students who populate the South Seattle area. It is important for us to briefly introduce and recognize our board. Ahmed is a part of our board, and if there's any other board members here, you can stand up. I think most of them are traveling, bringing people to the meeting. Okay. Both the founders and the board members of King County Academies are a group of young professionals who immigrated to the U.S. as kids and young adults. For our own experience, we recognize the needs of the different educational options that offer student support as well as parent support. This school plans to focus solely on targeting our at-risk students and the East African immigrants living in the South Seattle area. We have a passion that is weaved throughout our planning during the application process and looking forward to running a school that will improve the educational experience and academic achievement for the children of the city of Seattle and the community that we will be serving. Our mission and our vision. Our vision is to create a community-based school, a vibrant multicultural learning center that encompasses teachers, school administration, students, and their families, along with the community partnership in a fabric of mutual respect, which will support one another and light a flame of fire of learning to benefit all. We have 8 strategies in our mission statement. The first one is high expectations of our students and staff. Research shows that high expectations and a sound foundation for academic excellence will encourage all. Number 2, creating a classroom environment that caters to individualized education. Number 3, to create a respectful environment that encourages integration of multicultural values and traditions of all parties involved in our school. A culturally competent staff that not only understands the various cultures that will be present in our school, but also staff which will be multilingual and works for the understanding and promotes of openness and acceptance of others. Number 5, an emphasis on developing our student English and math skills. 6 is implementing core knowledge curriculum. After countless studies and research during our board meetings, we concluded that core knowledge curriculum offers the best results with minor modifications. The core knowledge curriculum has strong correlation to the Common Core state standards. Additionally, this curriculum has proven to be more academic successful for ELP students and has its added values. This curriculum has an emphasis on American culture. It will teach a better understanding of the country and the culture of where our student futures lies. Number 7, applying direct instructional methods. Its foundation is a close analysis of the comprehensive and reasoning skills needed for successful performing in reading and mathematics. Perhaps more importantly, direct instruction most closely resembles the education that our target enrollment knows from their home country. Designing, engaging, and interactive learning environment by applying STEM-focused projects from grades 4th through 8th grades. We're using the STEM education to introduce a whole range of fields of knowledge that our proposed student population is not usually presented. King County Academy educational philosophy is rooted in the idea that capabilities of our target enrollment is able to to achieve academic success if given the right expectation and a large degree of individual support. Our target group will present a host of both academic and non-academic challenges. They are immigrants and refugees families from East Africa, who face challenges in assimilating to the American culture, who are regularly misunderstood and recognized as low-income households. So just a little data on Seattle School District statistics. In 2011, state standardized tests, I guess the state test, found the following student population in mathematics and reading. So for Black students, where English is the primary language spoken in their home, 36% passed their grade in math, only 36%. 47% of Somalian-speaking students passed their grades in math on the math test, and the district average was 70%. In reading, Black students, 56% passed the standardized reading assessment, and 67% of Somalian-speaking students passed, while the district average was 78%. We are proposing to start with grades K through 4 in the first year and add a grade 1 year after. Add a grade 1. Let me start all over. We are proposing to start grades K through 4 in the first year and add 1 grade levels per year until we reach the full K through 8 school. This approach will enable us to concentrate on a smaller student population in a busy founding year and build on our success as we go along. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Shani, for that. Ladies and gentlemen of the Commission, my name is Ahmed Abdullah Ali. I am a pharmacist by profession. Currently I'm in management, one of the local pharmacies. I'm also the board chair for King County Academy. It is an honor to be here in front of you guys after submitting the application. I realize I don't have much time, and Josh is looking at me, so I'm going to go through this real quick. So let me go ahead and start real quick with one of my favorite quotes, and this is looking forward to Martin Luther King Day, this coming up Monday. One of my favorite quotes by the late Dr. MLK states that life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Shani demonstrated and showed statistics in terms of the failure and the academic underachievement of the community, targeted community that we're talking about here. We are now proposing a specific, just one individual group. There is a whole lot of individuals, children who are actually underserved by the public institution. And therefore we're proposing a different means. We're proposing a way that is out of that cycle of repetition of underachievement. What we're proposing is a low level and as well as STEM-based science, technology, engineering, and math with core curriculum. The reason why we focus more on this is because these children need to learn from the beginning. You know, you start to learn science and math from the beginning. You cannot pick it up in high school and expect to graduate from high school and go into engineering. This is the state that is blessed with one of the most technological advancement, some of the best technology and higher level of careers. We're talking about Boeing, Microsoft, T-Mobile. Those children, for them to be able to pick up this career in the long run, need to start something that is from the basic and therefore move up. And therefore, this is a community project. This is not run by individual. This is not something that's proposed by a business to come and run and make money off of these children. This is a community event. Most of these people that you see here have actually sat down with us as the board and the founders and have spent multiple hours trying to see what are the alternatives besides what we have for the public school children. I have nothing against public schools. I'm not gonna say anything negative about it. I'm sure there are representatives here who think it works really well. But for our targeted group, it does not. We cannot continue to repeat the same cycle and expect a better achievement or a better result. And therefore, our argument is, please give us the chance so we can teach our children what we think is the best way to do it. And I realize I'm running out of time. There's a whole lot of group of folks here. I honestly know majority of the people who have attended some of our meetings. In the interest of time, we got 6 seconds. There are other presenters as well. All I'm going to ask is please show your hand if you support King County Academy and you think, better yet, if you support King County Academy and you think King County Academy is going to make a difference for the kids of South Seattle, please stand up so the commission knows where we stand. If you can, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I really don't have to say much. This is the community itself. We need this, and please give us the chance to do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed. Cheney, we appreciate that. We're going to move into the public comment part of the public forum, and Colin is going to be posting as he is right now. So if you have a red ticket, and the last 3 digits of your ticket matches any of these 3 digits that is on the large poster board in front of the room here, then you will have an opportunity to provide up to 2 minutes of public comment. To make this work as quickly as possible, what I would recommend is if these are your numbers, please start creating a line here. There's places to sit down, so it's a quick transition from one person to the next.
Okay, that's why I'm going to sit in the back. There's room here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
We're just going to take a little time here.
This is fantastic. Yes. Great. All these people coming here. It's
Please come in.
wonderful.
Please come on in.
That's so great. That's so great. Do you see her?
A good friend of mine, and I was in my Assalamu alaikum. Did Ahmed speak already? Oh, that's just finished.
Okay, so we're going to get started with the public comment. A couple of things. First is please speak into the microphone. I'm getting some folks asking for folks to do that because they can't hear. So please speak into this microphone. It won't bite you. The other is that we're on a 30-minute running clock. Once the first person steps up here and starts talking, the 30-minute time block begins. So again, be a good steward of time. Please look to your right if you cannot see the big one as you're talking so that you know when your 2 minutes is approaching its end. Okay, sir, I think you were up.
Hello, my name is Abdurrahman Ahmed Tahir. Lived in Seattle for the past 15 years. I'm here to support the charter schools, especially the King County Academy. The reason I'm supporting is that, when we came here, we had a big family. Some of us were a little bit older, some of us were a little bit younger. A lot of you might know I have, some people in my family, especially my little brothers, that went into public schools and they did not succeed. And you guys know many other kids that did not succeed in public schools. The reason is that we don't think we belong when we come here. We try to find, who we are. And public school doesn't give that setting most of the time. I'm sure, a lot of kids go through the public school and they achieve higher goals, but not everyone. Some kids are underprivileged, especially if they're in public housing. And if they're low-income families, public schools usually, based on the communities that they're in, it's not going to help them out. So I would urge you to support the charter schools that are here, especially the ones that are trying to make a difference, trying to reach out to the community, and the ones that are trying to give kids something that they can belong to, something that can have a pride in. Thank you.
Very good.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ubah Kadere. I'm the co-founder of Culturally Appropriate and Responsive Education Center, an organization that has a mission to eliminate the opportunity gap among low-income East African youth. And I'm also a parent of a second grader and 2 preschoolers. When my son Yasir was ready for kindergarten, I made a really hard decision to move to Bellevue because unfortunately, the family's socioeconomic background and the zip code that they're located in determines what kind of education a child gets access to and if college is in his dream. And I believe that charter schools like King County Academy gives kids that opportunity without resorting to moving to places like the east side because, it's very lonely out there. At Care Center, we take a strategic, culturally responsive approach to closing the opportunity gap faced by our children. And we take into account the effects of institutional discrimination. We also take into account parents and families whose first language is not English. And we have a very, very strong, parent engagement program. I strongly believe that King County Academy shares some of these values and strategies, and they will work their best to continue to make sure that kids do not drop out of school and the cycle of poverty doesn't continue to be perpetuated. As we may all know, research shows that students of color and immigrant and refugee students have lower standardized scores because of bias, and I believe that King County Academy will equip them with the tools necessary, and the STEAM curriculum proposed will prepare them for careers and college careers in schools like in work jobs like Boeing and Microsoft, like Ahmed said. So thank you very much for considering King County Academy for this application. I know time is up, but I just wanted to finish that. Thank you. By the way, I'm a product of public schools, and I have nothing against public schools.
Okay. Hello. Thank you. My name is Muhammad Ali, and I'm here tonight on behalf of King County Academy Board of Directors. As a parent with 5 kids in public schools, an educator, as well as a concerned member of the community. As a vice chair of King County Academy, our highest endeavor is to develop a well-rounded children who are able of themselves to communicate purpose and direction to their lives. Our primary goal is to play important watchdog roles in keeping the King County Academy initiative succeed, setting policies that affect our children and our publicly funded school. We, as a governing board, set the vision and goals for the Academy to hold King County Academy administration accountable for results. We recruited best board ever assembled for a chartered school to contribute their unique talents in academic and financial oversight and community engagements. As parents involved in their children's learning and actively participating in BTAs and also after school programs for the last 10 years, we participated and partnered with schools to help kids achieve their goals. We participated in No Child Left Behind supplemental education programs, refugee impact grants, as a non-profits who have been trying to do well in schools, but we have seen that things are not easy to cover. To make it short, I'm here to say this initiative, King County Academy, is a solution for children who have been labeled hard to teach, hard to learn. It's a solution to serve the parents who are characterized not involving their kids' education. It's a balanced approach to education that nurtures the dimension of human beings so that thinking, feeling, and doing are integrated. So we are up for the challenge. We are not in a politics, we are for our kids. It's a family-run, it is a community-run initiative, and we feel that's, thank you, I hope.
ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ahmed Dude. I am a father of 5 kids here that are going to Seattle Public Schools. I'm here to support this program. The fact that I understand the background of these kids, many of the public school people do not understand the best way to support these kids. These kids, their parents do not have the knowledge, the communication standards to keep up and communicate with the teachers of public schools. Therefore, it's very important that we have schools that understand these kids' background, what they have been through, where they have been, what is the best ways to help them accomplish their goals, to nourish them and unlock their potential. So therefore, I urge you to support this program and have our kids, give them the environment where they can be helped in a way that is very helpful to their long-term achievement. Public schools, my kids already go to public schools. There are a lot of things that I see day in, day out that I try as an educated parent, I myself. I am able to bridge that gap and communicate with the teachers in the school, but unfortunately, many of my fellow community members do not have that level of understanding and helping their kids to achieve their goals. So therefore, when we have a community-run project like this one, then we will be able to understand and help our kids the best way that we can and get them to where they belong to. And integrate to this great nation. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Abdullahi Chama, and I am a senior and a member of this great community. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have that much to say tonight, except supporting the King County Academy. As you know that we come from a long way, Africa, and in back home, parents were not involved in education. At least when I grew up, parents never attend school meeting, PTAs, and so on and so forth. Because we believe that teachers are responsible for our children. So when we come here in this country, we come with a different culture, a culture that parents need to participate in school. And that's the real ingredient of success of the student. One of the great scholars who is a sociologist, and I believe that all of you know, Michel Foucault, said knowledge is a power. If you have a knowledge, then you will be successful in this world. So parents in my community, they don't have high education, but they're understanding the values and the importance of education of their children. So this academy, King County Academy, will be appropriate and fit for our community because they are culturally competent and because we trust them. Therefore, we are asking you to give a chance to give an approval for this great school. And the great community will thank you at the end. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to appreciate tonight for the County Commission to giving us chance for hearing for our academic charter school. We really deeply appreciate your time, and I would like to give us the great opportunity, as long as we are a huge community in King County as East African community. Tonight, we believe it is great history to give us the opportunity academic charter school because we have huge students in King County who are suffering many different areas, especially math, science, and other general studies. As you know, we have less than 70% the grades because of several reasons. Tonight, we are part of community who are supporting academic charter school. The reason we come here tonight, all of us here, because we are really suffering to get an approved academic charter school. Again, we really appreciate your time, and tonight we will make the history. You will give us the chance to approve academic charter school. Thank you again. Thank you all of you, and we really appreciate for your support. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abdurrahman Mohammed, community organizer and a father of three. First, I want to thank the commissioners of being here tonight. The charter school has experienced significant growth since its first charter school opened its doors in St. Paul, Minnesota, a decade ago. Now, more than 1.3 million students are across the country attend public charter schools. For an increasingly large number of families, public charter schools provide educational options that were previously unavailable. Thousands of students are on the waiting list. As a father of three, my children, when my daughter, now 19, going to Bellevue College, went to public school after I have noticed her education is not improving up to the 5th grade, and I have decided to get alternative education for her, and my only option was homeschooling. With the help of homeschooling, now she had achieved her education and succeeded in Bellevue College, as well as my two boys, now 13 and 11, are also homeschooling. I want to ask the attendees who are here tonight, anyone who supports King County Academy, to please stand up. 1 minute. Thank you so much. I appreciate all, and have seated. I'm asking the commissioner to support and approve King County Academy as a public charter school to help and focus East African immigrant children in King County that face many challenges, including lack of formal education and a language barrier. Thank you all. I appreciate you coming. Thank you so much.
I want to first start by saying thank you for this wonderful opportunity to have us present our view. I grew up here. I started elementary school, Hazel Valley Elementary School, and went to Auburn High School, and and currently working with the Seattle Public Schools. So this was very difficult for me to stand up and speak, but my mother taught me to do the right thing even when the right thing is wrong. So I believe that the community deserves opportunity for this. When I was in high school, I read, and I'm sure you guys have also, The Jungle, Upton Sinclair. And it's a book that always touched my heart. One person at the time that stands up for justice and believes that something wrong with this town and takes the time to go in there and learns and then writes to the Roosevelt, the president, and in that year after he published this book, makes a change in the system. I strongly believe that we come into this country just like those immigrants in the jungle, and we are not knowing anything about the housings, not knowing anything about the educational system. We are part of this system. We love America. I love America. It's a land of opportunity. It's a great opportunity. Nobody gives this type of opportunity anywhere in the world. This is why my colleagues who have taken the time, this is a young people the young generation that took the initiative, took the time, said something is wrong. We gotta do something. And I really appreciate for taking the time and understanding our problem and instead going away and leaving. We are not going anywhere. We're gonna make a change. Thank you.
So if there's anyone that has a red ticket that matches the last 3 digits with the 3 digits that are up on this big
I have a
poster board,
ticket. Does anybody want it?
we welcome you to come to the stage at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Saad Hassan. I'm a member of the Somali community of South King County. I'm also a father who is not happy with the academic result my children receiving from public school district. We have a large Somali community in Seattle. Tonight, we want our voice to be heard. A few weeks ago, some of our community leaders and I met with Anab Abdi, who represents King County Academy. We asked her a lot of questions about the charter school, and we were very impressed. The answers Mrs. Abdi gives us. For example, a charter school will have long hours, early introduction of reading, writing, math, science, and technology. We also learned that you don't have to have a special zip code to be part of a charter school. If King County Academy opens their doors tomorrow, I will not hesitate to enroll my children and recommend all the members of the Somali community. So ladies and gentlemen, please consider the application of King County Academy. Thank you.
All right, then I'm going to start pulling names out of this box here, or numbers, excuse me. So if you have the tickets, 117, last 3 digits are 117, we welcome you to the stage.
Bismillah. First and foremost, thank you for the opportunity, giving us this great opportunity, with a chance of having a charter school. I would like to start off by talking about numbers because I'm a person who loves data. If we can think about the ELL department at the Seattle Public School, and Mr. Sanquist, you know that you've been there before, we can tell that the numbers have never been that good because these are a special set of kids who have a special set of problems. And I think that folks who really know them very well, who are competent enough to work with them, sometimes are a good, set of people to work with these kids. We have a huge set of problems in the community itself. Most of our kids are not passing the classes that they should. They're not getting the support that they should. And this is very relevant when you look at the data that's in front of us every single day. Another thing is those kids, when they get to the level of going to high schools, some of them are not graduating. Where are they ending up? Well, once again, back to data. They're in the juvenile centers, in prisons. That's really true. So I think what we can do, and I thank you guys for this opportunity, giving us the opportunity to have a school. I think it would be great if you approve this because you will see changes, pragmatic changes, not something that's only rhetoric. And I want to thank you all. Thank you.
Awesome.
105. 105.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like first to thank you for the board, the commissioners, all of you. I don't have to say much. I believe that I'm being overwhelmed by the support by the opportunity that the state, the commissioners, and the voters of this state had given initiative to support charter schools. I would like to add only one thing to this dimension. This thing I'm talking about is, I've been in this country since 1991. Back home, I worked with the US government in Somalia, and I had the opportunity to first come closer to textbooks that was written in America, how the language grew from Latin to English to French to other languages. So I remember one time I've seen a book called, a series of textbooks called How Our Language Grew. So I was wondering, how could America, as far as the old Pacific West, could still use some of the languages that being spoken in other parts of the world? And I realized that to be able to learn effectively, one has always need to have a fundamental rearing and upbringing with a basic education. My community, as you see here, came from a background of a civil war, a community and a country that used to be one of the best in education in Africa. And they had difficulty to say. One thing I want to say last is, America has supported these people to come over here, to have a second chance of life. I would like also America gives them a time to check and get their books back and have a good education system.
088. You have a red ticket that matches 088.
Hello, how are you doing? I just wanted to say the charter school program is a wonderful program. I'm not one to shy away from saying that. Yes, we do need special help. This is not about getting special treatment. It's about knowing that where you have a lack and filling that gap. Our community is very new to this country in comparison to everybody else. And on top of it, we have a huge language barrier, not in the younger students, but in the moms. In that group where there is a huge gap, when the kids come home, in America there's a lot of homework, which is a huge part of participation. We come from countries where the school days are very long and there isn't any homework. The school takes care of the students and the parents really don't have a lot of responsibility. But in this country, it's the opposite. Instead of filling that gap, as you can see, these moms are all very ready to have their children. They're just not equipped. Charter schools are filling that gap, where people like Ahmed and the rest of us who've been to colleges here, who know what the students need to know. I mean, high school used to just be high school, and now we know in order to get to a good college, you need to go to the right school. Well, my daughter is only 5 years old. She's going to kindergarten. I'm looking at rankings, and now I'm thinking I have to move to those special zip codes that are not really available to us because, well, our parents didn't go to college and they don't have those careers that can pay for those houses in those areas. Now, we just want the right to increase our children's value, our human capital. We want to be as equal as everybody else, and I think charter schools bridge that gap, and it would be wonderful for us to give that chance for us to let our children fulfill their potential. They're capable of so much and being held back, not because the teachers are bad, but they're just not really capable of fulfilling the needs of these children in schools that are not equipped. So please give this school the chance. King County Charter School is gonna be awesome. The parents are ready, everybody's ready. We just need your approval.
091. 091. All right, we're going to keep going. 110. 110. Okay, we're going to keep going. 120. 120. Got a bingo in the house. Yes, no? 20. 095? 095?
My name is Muhammad Ali. I'm one of the parents in this community, and I have been here many years, and I know exactly what the public schools look like. I used to work public schools. I used to work for 2 years, and I do have kids. I'm a parent. My kids are not attending public schools now, and I took them to an online K-12 school. They are home. Because I know that my feeling is that if I let them go to the public schools, let alone that they're going to learn something, I'm feeling that I'm going to lose them. So I need to support this school, and I would request you to support this because I think it can replace, at least it can take away this feeling that I'm going to lose my kids if I send them to public school. So this school can give us a chance for two things. Number one, it actually can relate to our kids. It has the sensitivity, and it can tell, it will know exactly what our kids' needs are, what are they thinking and all of that, and they can relate to that. The second thing is as a parents, or the parents at least that cannot, communicate with the schools directly, at least. I might be a little bit fortunate in that they will be able to talk to the school administrators directly and hold them accountable for that. So I would request you to actually give the chance for this school, and we will also give the chance for us as a community, and if they don't fulfill that, we can always take it back that too. Let's have them test this, how they do. If they do better than public schools, good and all, that's what we want. If they don't do better, we are not shy of taking away from them back from that opportunity. So please give them a chance. Thank you very much.
We have time for one more comment. And we're looking for number 116. 116.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. I'm a father of 3 years and 3 months. I don't have kids that go to school, but I care about any kid that goes to school. I was lack of education because of our condition back home in East Africa. So I don't want my kids to go through that. So I learned one thing about the United States is the country of opportunity. So give us that opportunity. Thank you.
That's going to conclude the time that we have for public comment. I want to thank everyone that was able to give public comment. For those that would like to provide